Alright, so today's session is recorded. You can definitely watch the playback later from Facebook, or I will be nice to do editing to take off the waiting time, because sometimes we're having discussion and waiting for a response, so in between there will be about 10 to 20 seconds of silence. So as a viewer myself, that I watch a lot of content online, I can really appreciate that those pause time is not there, because there's no way I can respond and interact with the host. So I will do the edit on that, and all those edit I aim to do a live session every Thursday. That means we post premiere every Thursday, Singapore time, 6:08 p.m. That means the same timing, but just one day later. The reason behind it, because I want to make it as far as possible for me to join the premiere session. So let's say if you miss the session, when you rewatch it, I will do my best to be live, but of course no promise on that. In any case, you can leave your comments there and I'm glad to get back to you. How great is that? So today, I'd like to very much share with you Alp Social. So Alp Social, actually we have a page over here that we have been very, very proud to produce a lot of content for the community. It's a community for traders, okay? And last week is crazy. I saw 7 other possible setups. So I have already posted the videos over here on 18th of August before market open. So you can actually watch these videos, and to save time, I did even name the main theme of the video. All right. So bullish shark, which pair, and you can see how I actually run through the video. All right. By actually show you the pairs, the currencies I'm looking at. And normally when I run down the video, I will go through a blank chart, okay? That means nothing at all, a naked chart, that's our term, from the daily to the 4-hour to the 1 hour, to share whether it's bullish or bearish and spot any things like the support level, the resistance level, what am I looking for. Then the next run, I will go in to actually share where's the setup of the patterns, okay, where is the setup and stuff like that. So it's very much working towards fulfilling the name of Trade Ideas Educator, okay. So do go to alpsocial.com/forex academy and follow us there, okay. So we do observe a slow growth in follower, and there are people has been watching the content. That's great. Is wonderful things over there. All right. So I think a very near future, we are still in consideration. All these video will all be premium content, meaning say for paying clients only. All right. So have a look on that first. Okay, so you get information of such. Let us get started. Euro dollar on the daily chart. Euro dollar on the daily chart, what you can see over here is a retest of the support level. Okay. So on the support level, what you can see over here is that the currency actually right now is having a bit of consolidation like movement, okay, and it was tested as support, market came down, retracement, came back down, but during the retracement it retested the previous support, which is resistance level. 24-hour chart, this is what I have on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, resistance area, market came back down, retested support, and to the 1 hour market consolidation. All right, so this is something that is interesting. Have you spotted any patterns over here? Back to the daily chart where I'll share with you my analysis. On the daily chart, have you spotted created new low? There is a very sharp formation on the daily chart, completing somewhere at 1.1645. That's what happened if you're looking for trends on daily chart. Down to the 4-hour. On the 4-hour chart, we still have this bullish band pattern that complete at 1.1053. So yesterday Eugene did came for our session, and the interesting part is that the session I did mention about something is going to get announced and launched and stuff like that. We have been testing the harmonic pattern software recognition system that's embedded on the MT4. So the euro dollar chart, because I am looking through so many pairs, correct, 12 pairs, at times I do miss out some of the recognition. So this euro dollar chart was recognized by my system. So moving forward, hi Richie, moving forward, very soon, give us about a week or two and stuff like that, we will include trade ideas subscriber. That means you still pay the 297, correct? US. You get to see all my entry stops and target, very, very transparent. Stop loss 80 pips, target 135 pips, target 223 pips. Isn't that great? So all the trades are here and updated real time. All right. Oh, this is amazing. Pound dollar hit target profits 49.88 pips. Fantastic results. Okay, so these are some of the trades. In fact, it's about close to 90% of the trade will be live here. So what kind of trades won't be shown? Let's say I do news trading. There's no way I able to post that. Okay. Let's say I run out of time in a very unfortunate manner and I didn't spot the pattern before that, and I can't post it in any way, then you miss the trade. So yesterday, sadly, the pound dollar wasn't posted. All right, so let us get into pound dollar. All right, pound dollar on the daily chart, we can see bearish movement, look pretty flat. To a lot of traders, hey, there's nothing, quite a day, all right, 4 hours, nothing much also. So I would say that in many times in my life, I find that consistency is a key to success. Recently in my group of entrepreneurs, we play a team challenge game. We do have heroes, champions who can score very, very high for the team, but ultimately the team who won is the one that everyone contributes in a fair share amount. All right, this is the 1 hour chart. All right, spotted anything? Look like complete trash, isn't it? So let me just share with you, okay, when a candle has such spike, it does show that a potential of pushing upwards. I do see this common theme in pound related pairs. In fact, out of 3, I managed to trade 2 because yesterday I was running a workshop. So when the third trade was triggered, I can't engage the trade at all because some of the setup I require confirmation before I can enter. But what to complain, right? So over here on the daily chart, nothing much, just a support line. In fact, it's already quite redundant. I'll just remove it. Okay. Sorry, I think I pressed the wrong button. All right, so pound dollar down to the 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, you can see this is the sell zone and this is the main theme that I'm focusing on. And let me go down to the 1 hour chart. So on the 1 hour chart, this is the trade ideas that you saw earlier on over here. Okay, entry 1.2158, 21 is my buffer. So my stop loss become 1.2202. Target 1, 1.2109, which is 49 pips. Target 2, 1.2070, which is 88 pips. All right. So I have spotted this, and of course I have posted this. One thing I love about TradingView is that once I posted, the screen freezes, and even better, I did share about there is a bull flag formation. I say buy all the way up to here exit. Check out last week midweek market analysis if you have been joining us live. There are tons of trading ideas we discussed during the live room, so these are sessions that you really don't want to miss. All right, click the play button, see how the trade actually roll out. Okay, so the play button show the market went up, hit the take profit level of the bull flag, retraces, okay, and hit up and complete the back pattern. So the back pattern came down, have a spike, then hit the take profit level. All right, so these are things that I love about TradingView. It helps me in answering things like, hey Rain, I want to see your trading account. These are things that I don't do, because to a trader, by showing a trading account is showing our wealth, and certainly I'm not comfortable with that. So for many years when people have such questions, it's pretty much of, if you want to attend the course, go ahead, leap of faith. If not, thank you so much. You can consider thank you, bye. So it is not the best way of handling things, but I run out of ideas on how to show my professionalism at the same time by not showing my wealth or my live account. This is something that I don't subscribe to. The other reasons that I don't do it, because I don't want to have my result become a cap of possibility to my students. All right. So for example, let's say I'm earning about 3% a month. In most cases, students will not think of the possibility of flipping their accounts, or rather have a five-fold returns in 5 months. The difference is the duration of trading, as well as what? The risk acceptance. All right. So I'm only willing to risk 0.25% per trade. Okay. However, my student who needed the money is willing to risk 12.8% on the account, and the account is a relatively small size, like $10,000 account. Then they have this crazy growth in trading from 10,000 to 100,000, 10,000 to 50,000, two of them. So I saw their account, they are pretty much risking 12.8% initially. So these are things that it doesn't set a definite in trading, you see. So interestingly, I start to realize that this TradingView has been recognizing how I type my words. So there are things like being underlined. So it got my interest and I start clicking it. All right. So when I start clicking it about 1 week ago, I realized that, hey, I'm the top author for bearish bet. Why my name appeared twice? I'm just too good. I don't know. So yeah, so this is a good thing. I'm not complaining. My name appeared twice. Like I'm rank 1 and 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm rank 1 and rank 4. Maybe 1 goes to the hashtag that I did over here, which I always do. And 1, I start to have the awareness of writing certain words. And the awareness just came in like last few days. All right. So it's good. It's really cool. I think I'm going to screenshot this. It's really cool to see myself ranking for the same keyword twice. All right. And I started to receive a lot of message from other authors to say, hey, like for like. That means I like your post, you like my post. Recently, one of my teammates, Calvin, he got ranked as well. So during meeting, I did praise that he did a wonderful job. And he did say that his suspect is because I like his post, because I am top author for many topics. Okay, so I would really encourage you, especially our graduates, okay, to post your analysis here, not just for ranking, but you get to see when you are doing that, how does the trade actually roll out? So this is the trade that I shared. I'm still waiting. It's still live for this dollar CAD trade. Okay, risk 80 pips, target 135, target 2, 223. So it keeps you very accountable. You won't be doing things like, oh, I know this, but I think I saw that, but okay, you can even do your own journaling, a very simple journaling. To me, it's not a very professional way, but doing something better than nothing, correct? So when you start to update your ideas over here, whether the trade is taken, stops, hit, or whatsoever, it keeps you really in check on the things you do. And I think that being accountable, if you want to be a very successful trader or entrepreneurs, is very important, because as bosses, as traders, no one is checking you. That's a fantastic part about trading, but it's also a pitfall of traders and entrepreneurs, isn't it? Okay, so wonderful. Okay, so these are things that you should really go and look into it. There's no need to be afraid of. Most people over here, they are smart, so they will not just blindly follow your trade. There's no need to be worried about. If you're that influential, having a post and people will enter the market, that is really good for you. So back to the pound dollar trade. On the pound dollar, what I can see at the time when I engage a trade, it went higher, so I draw this red line, all right? And it showed a RSI divergence. So I was pretty happy having to see RSI divergence, a confirmation of entry, engage a trade, hit my profits eventually. And after which, yesterday, just before the start of my workshop, okay, so invalid, just delete it. Or once it's done, delete it. Keep your chart clean, right? Unless you have some purpose of taking screenshot or doing education minutes. If not, just remove them. So yesterday, once again, the software in my MT4 came out with an alert, okay, to share that pound dollar there is a bullish back setup. I have a look on it just by looking at the chart on support resistance. Imagine this part wasn't around. Okay, there's another function. I can replay the chart, so you know what I am talking about. Replay mode. Okay, this is a bad pattern, right? So what actually happened is that RSI went over sold. Okay, and I do see in Forex I call it a magic candle. That means a confirmation of entry. All right. Although the next candle never really confirms it, but it is a retest of the support. So at this time, how many of you will be interested to engage a trade, knowing that there's a 2-1 ratio on this? Say I. All right. So when that happened, hit the bad pattern. All right. And just before it, can you see that there is this moment over here that traders will say, hey, this is good. This is good sign. Okay. I want to have a look. The next candle, good sign. Then bam, a very big bearish candle. And looking at this candle, it break and close below the X. Kind of by a bit. Can you see? So some traders will get really freaked out, and what they actually do is they disturb the trade. I love to call it a itchy finger syndrome, and this is when you really pretty much sabotage yourself. You start to focus on things that say, hey, it's not going to work, I'm going to lose my money, yada 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 yada. You exit the trade. All right, then this happened. The next candle, it start to have a reversal. So just focus on this first. The question is, are you going to enter? Maybe you say no. The next candle, another bullish engulfing. Close back. If you marry the candle together, it is opening and closing price is the same. Okay, so for those who manage to get in at this point, I would say lucky you. It's really luck, because the next candle is spike, bam, hit the entire take profit, you're done. So for traders who have missed it, what happened? They will say, oh, okay, looks like pretty bullish. Am I going to buy or am I going to sell? Right now, the long shadow actually retraced like 50% of the entire candle movement, correct? So it really put you in a spot to really guess on things that you never do. If you choose buy, congratulations, you earn money. But you start to say, oh, there's a long shadow over here, retest of resistance, short. This is when you are going to pay money to the market. And looking at this, the RSI is not even in the overbought zone. And I'm not saying that by having RSI in the overbought, you can short straight away. Okay, so these are a couple of things that really taught me over and over again. Okay, thanks Eugene for responding. Okay, so it really taught me over and over again that after you enter a trade, just let it go. If it hit stop, it hit stop. If it hit target, it hit target. So this one thing that I love about TradingView is every time when I posted a chart, I get to see at the moment what am I looking at and the latest development of the trade, which is fair enough. Can you see? I'm looking to buy at the long support area. I can right now go back and review why I didn't draw one more line over here, or will this still be valid? The truth about it is this is just a guideline for me. Alright, this support level is just a guideline. If it rested on it, perfect. If it doesn't, it's fine. Okay, so I want to see the interaction of the candle. The candle did reverse. I actually wanted to long it. In fact, actually I long it. So sorry to the age that I can't really remember. And then it hit my take profit level. Alright, I long it eventually. I long it here. Okay, at this candle after it closed. Then the next candle came down very bearish. So if you ask me as a trader, do I like to see such candle? The answer is definitely a no. I definitely don't like to see a thick bearish candle appearing, alright, after I buy, correct? But I say, hey Rain, I already engaged it and this is a support resistant trade. I'm going to respect my decision and do nothing about it. Continue with my work, conducting my workshop happily, keep profit after it was done. So this is really sticking to the rules and not overthinking. Alright, so I hope these make some sense and do help you. And moving forward, we are going to record podcasts. Both of us, myself and Boon Hui, we will record some of the content. Do hashtag AskForex100 to ask any trading related questions. We will pick the best and start to do recording. And once we hit the number we are looking at, then I'll start to release the product information. I'm still thinking of a day. Should I launch it on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, or Friday? Because Wednesday I already have a live session. I don't want to have too much of our mass content just published on a single day. Maybe I was thinking on Monday or Friday. My feel is more geared towards Monday. Alright, so you start the week with good content. Then you can improve your trading from that. And maybe you have a lot of questions and we produce a lot of these podcast content. I'm even willing to release it in a much what you call a regular basis. Maybe we do 2 times a week. All right, something like that. All right, to the next pair, dollar yen. Interesting pair. Do you see anything over here? Okay, market retest the support, created new low, went back up, retest the resistance. So market is a resistance area down to the 4-hour chart. Market came down, created new low, tested the resistance. All right, right now is a very interesting price. I have planned out some of my thoughts. So there are a couple of ways as the market starts to die off on the high price. I'm looking for a selling opportunity, but I don't do things like, hey, it's here, sell straight away. I don't do this kind of thing. I'll need a further confirmation, a sign, a bearish candle or whatsoever to engage a trade. Back to the daily chart while I share with you my analysis on the daily chart. Have you spotted this? If not, then I'm very sure that you have not watched our content. I have been really talking about this bullish bet since like 21st of May. Yeah, and finally it hit the entry price. So if you are in, you are in. If not, wait for a retest. The one thing I love about this bullish bet pattern is that the AB equals CD movement coincide with the completion area, the zone, the PRZ zone of the bet pattern. So I have 2 falls, A, B, C, D, and the bet pattern traders to actually look into this trade. Okay. Hi Harry. Alright. So down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, what I can see is a resistance, RSI divergence. Didn't manage to enter this trade. Market bullish engulfing, bam, hit take profit level, came down and have a bit of hovering. That's about it. So what I am waiting for, you will be surprised, is a breakout trade setups. So I'm waiting for the market to break up, break and close above the resistance, retrace back, enter the trade to long. Okay, so that's my approach for this. Down to the 1 hour chart. Nothing much for the 1 hour chart, but depends how you read your X. You may have a pattern over here, X to A. Okay, and you know harmonic pattern, there are 8 rules, and most trainers are out there actually they are not allowed to teach this content as it's a licensed content. The bad pattern, okay, there is a bullish bad pattern at this area. Okay, so the completion of bad pattern will complete at 10591 thereabout. If you are students of ours, you should know how to check the rest of the filters. It's still too early to tell, but this is what I love about trading, or rather doing chart analysis in TradingView, because when I want a clean chart, I can just hide my analysis and do my analysis again to see if it still stands. All right, so yes, a new pattern has been developed. To some of you, please check your B. The B is very close to another pattern. All right, so do double check on that. Bearish bet, my guess is okay, you need to share with me your analysis because yes, correct. On the 4 hour chart, pound dollar, let me just hit back to pound dollar on the 4 hour chart. Eugene has been very nice. Just now he did plotted a, okay, so once this is done, purpose served, delete away, down back to the 4 hour chart. So this was the sell zone. And Eugene spotted something that is very, very interesting, caught my attention, at least. He spotted a bearish deep godly formation, okay? And this is how he viewed the chart, okay? So there's one guideline that I always share with my students: trade what you see. If you don't see this, don't trade this, don't follow blindly. All right, if you miss it, it's a different story. But if your eyes doesn't show you this pattern, then don't trade it, because a good trader will always backtest the results, correct? Their trading, correct? So if you backtest, it backtests based on what? Based on what you see, all right? So this is a deep gully that he saw. All right, so this is a good information for sure. Not for me, okay? Not because I disagree how it was being plotted or whatsoever. It's just that when the chart is normal, I don't see anything. Okay, based on my stats or my results, I really don't see anything over here. It is just a shrink of consolidation. Okay, but if your chart is angled this way, definitely you will see, because it's on a much enlarged view. So yes, good spot, not for me though. If Eugene is trading for some time and he's one of the senior trader, so I know he is trading very well. So please go ahead, all right? But not for me. Yep. Bearish bet on dollar yen for our chart. Let us have a look. He spotted a 4-hour bet pattern. Once again, I do suspect is something like I think it's this. Okay, this is more obvious. X to A, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So this is the bet pattern that he has spotted. X to A to B, B to C, See the completion somewhere here. All right, as I mentioned, there are 8 rules. Please do not trade with 2 rules. All right, so this is the bad pattern that Eugene spotted. Correct me if I'm wrong. RSI divergence no longer valid. You can't use this forever. All right, so what I can do is wait for a break above and close above. You trace back, long it all the way up. That could be another way. You see, so you start to see people start to see different things, and in fact, pretty much I agree to them. My guess that this Harry spotted this shark pattern this way, if I'm not wrong. Okay, X to A to B, B to C, CD completion. Is that right? The shark you are looking at. So personally, you know I time the market. You should know what I mean. And if this is your shark, okay, if this is your shark, it's not the one that I'm looking at, because I have 2 rules that conflicted with this shark pattern. Happy to answer you offline. Okay, but this is my secret. Only for my students. All right, so this pattern is invalid for me. Okay, good spot, good spot. All right, so let us get going to the next pair. Oh, pound dollar. Bullish shark. Is it what you are looking at? Is this your X? Okay, so I don't know why it's your X, man. If that's your X, check your C point. Yeah. Different brokers might have different feed, but it's not valid. But basically, this is what you are looking at. My guess is a completion is like X to A to B, B to C. Okay. All right. Okay, something like this: X to A to B, B to C, right? See completion somewhere here. Okay, so based on this data, is sadly based on my data over here. If this is your X, it's not valid. The C point is not even formed. Yep. Okay. Yep. But check your data. Your data, because of different brokers, it may be valid on your end. So trade what you see. All right. Good. Maybe I'll have a topic on trade what you see. I think that would be fantastic. All right, so Euro Yen then I can explain more why I have that thoughts and whatsoever. Okay, so Euro Yen on the daily chart, we can see market broke the support. All right, going to consolidation again. Down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, it look pretty flat. When you have this kind of flat movement, you can start to think of maybe there is a harmonic pattern somewhere in the lower time frame. All right, back to the daily chart. I will share with you my analysis on the daily chart. Very simple, sell zone, waiting for retracement. You can see that creating a series of lower high, support over here. So it could also signal a further downwards movement. The only way to confirm is wait for a break below and close below. Down to the 4-hour chart. This is the support line I'm looking at. Okay, if you go to 4-hour, you will see RSI divergence showing a buying signal, but at the same time lower low that look very wedge-like formation pattern. You can wait for the break first, okay, before you look into. All right, so on your 1-hour chart, this pattern is really invalid, but I spotted a deep crab pattern. Okay, so invalid, remove it. At the support line, however, you can wait for some sort of pattern to happen to engage your trade. Myself, I'll be waiting for perhaps a harmonic pattern to form up. What kind of pattern? I don't know. Still too early to tell. Let's say like that. That pattern, engage the trade long. All right. So this is my thoughts for Euro yen is my trading ideas. Apart from that, nothing. Pretty much strict, very very strict in my trading, because if I'm going to risk a single dollar on a trade that is very profitable and compared to the one that is a guess, a flip of coin, I will prefer to really engage a trade that is bullish, or rather more confirmed, high win rate, than to go and enter a trade that is giving me a result of a flip of a coin. All right. Yes. Once again, Eugene, very spot on. Euro yen on the weekly chart. Last week we did spotted. Eugene spotted this bullish band formation. Okay, so we are about a few pips. If I didn't remember wrongly, it's about 8 pips away from it. So I'm not going to details it. Hey, yeah, you are still here. Hi. When you start talking to the chart, yeah. Okay, so we are still waiting for entry to trigger in our live account to go in for this weekly chart bullish bad buying opportunity. Okay. Yep. Just let me know when you're in, yeah. Okay, so very very interesting. Okay, great. Next pair, Hong Yen. Hong Yen on daily chart, you can see a drop. So sometimes when you see this kind of movement, you find that hey, maybe the market is going to reverse. Then you bet on a buying opportunity without putting stop loss. See what happened. It tanked. It pretty much tanked another 600 pips, more than 600 pips down. In fact, it's about 1,000 pips. All right. So interesting. So at times I really love to wait for confirmation. This is a pattern that I love to see. Look like a shark pattern. And after it went flat. Down to the 1 hour chart. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. And remember, this is a very interesting trade I was looking at. So you saw already my plans for a buy zone. So there was a shark pattern. This is plotting for fun, but because this doesn't qualify my shark pattern like the previous example, there are two reasons for it. Okay. Yeah. So nothing much for me. So this is for education purpose. Serve its purpose. Delete it. Let it go. All right. Down to the 1 hour chart. To the 1 hour chart, if I may, I did this. Don't ask me why. I did a low to high. And just before all this bar happened, the market was pretty flat over here. I was waiting for a buying opportunity. Okay. I don't think I draw it this way. Sorry. I was looking for a buying opportunity here at 12843. Okay. So I did plotted a line and alert as well at this area. So remember the price 12843, go to alarm, did this, yeah, 12843 exactly. All right, so the alarm did go off while I am doing my workshop. So my thoughts is very simple. It's just wait for a buying opportunity over here. So let us click tick by tick. I slow down timer. So too slow. All right. Okay. So you see what happened? The market came down, touches. And as you know that this kind of support resistance and having a single line that we're looking at is not a magic. It doesn't happen in a way that once it touch, it will have to reverse over there. So you have to be really, you really have to, hi YK, you really have to be really on the ball or to come to a realistic expectation that some of these patterns, they doesn't fit in on the dot. All right, sometimes you'll go off by a bit, but what's more important is to focus and look at the candle that give you this reaction at this support line? Does it reverse or does it dive down? So it does make a difference the way it break it. All right. So sometimes don't be too rigid in looking at a chart. Trading in Forex 100, we have the science part and the art. So what I do more is focusing on the art. The art is the buy zone, knowing when to enter the trade for a buy opportunity and when not to. So yes, we can have teach you a series of 3 candle confirmation to confirm the trades and stuff like that. But end of the day, you have to have a feel to the market, and these are things that you really have to practice. The science part of trading in Forex 100 is definitely the harmonic pattern. It takes away the emotion, it takes away the subjectivity. All right. So when you can marry the two schools of art and science, and that is when you truly can be a fantastic great traders. That's what I believe in. So these are things that you really have to go and practice. And every day I'm just asking for 30 minutes of your time to invest in yourself. All right, so this is the buying price I'm looking at the support. Click the play button again. Okay, you see how the previous candle, have this break above and close above the high. However, it created a long shadow. So by my rule, it is considered a valid trade already. All right, and if I already engaged it, I shouldn't mess with it. You see the next candle, it just spiked, hit my take profit level. So these are some of the serious consideration you should have when you are trading. Because if you have the itchy finger syndrome, your trade already engaged, then you see the spike of the candle, you're not happy, you choose to exit, then you touch your take profit level, you'll go crazy. All right. So stick to the rules. Sadly, totally missed this trade. I am empowering more people to be able to trade. So it's fine. It's a choice of life, correct? I'm not going to grumble and kill myself for that. So what else can I do? Okay, look at the chart. It does break and close above the high price over here. However, here there is a spike, and this candle just seated nicely over here. Okay, so right now, nothing much for me. The best I can wait for, that I can think of right now, is to wait for a harmonic pattern. Back pattern thereabout. Okay, so you wait for a buying opportunity. Okay, re-entering the market. Okay, so this is the classic inverted ascending triangle. And if you have been following us very closely, Pang Yan, where are you? Here. Okay, so this was the video that I have already said there's an ascending triangle. Of course, I want to type inverted, but not enough space. It's an inverted ascending triangle that I have already shared with the viewers. Those who have watched this, good on you. You can already plan out your own trading strategies with this. There is no need for you to wait for me. My job here is to spark these trading ideas in you, so you are able to plan out your own trades and not to follow me just blindly. All right, and of course, those who love to know my trade plan, just subscribe to us. You will get that. And did I not mention that right now we have the harmonic pattern collection software? Okay, so for traders about 1 to 2 weeks time, all our active traders will receive that without additional cost. It will still be $297. This is our very nicely designed website. Okay, new website is up. Okay, so you can go to traders package, forex100academy.com. All right, and I'll paste the link later. All right, and you can really look into the things that we give you. 3 service for the price of 1. All right, the results is here. All right, the package you can buy straight away. All right, so If you have questions, just click the button. We'll be happy to answer you. Okay, but we will be including the software for you. We have been beta testing for 1 year. I think it's enough. It's enough. We will just launch it. Anyway, it's free for you. Then we will further improve it about 4 to 6 months time. Okay, I'm going to include the buy zone, sell zone. All right, so have to talk to the developer to see if it's possible on his end. Okay, so these are certain things. Jump in and get your seats, because for the first 100 seats, you get all the patterns recognition. Then what happened to the 101 onwards? You will only receive bad pattern. The rest you only receive after you completed our Supreme Wealth multiplication course, all right, which is our certified harmonic pattern lesson. All right. So yes. Okay. So after you complete this program, then if you are also a subscriber, you will receive the patterns. Okay. Live. Okay, that means all the patterns will unlock for the first 100 copy, because we are doing this beta launch and whatsoever. We want to as you can see, I'm a bit obsessed with the word 100. Okay, for the first 100 you will get the full pattern all released to you. After that, you just get the bad pattern if you are not our students in SWMP. All right, good. So back to our analysis. So having an assistant, I think, is a fantastic thing, because I will get to still do my analysis, but it will become an assistant to tell me like, hey Rain, there's a bad pattern in bad. Is it for you? Okay. Yeah. So next week, because right now I'm off, I'm outstation. Next week I'll be sharing with you how the pattern look like, because by launching my MT4 in this laptop, you will know which broker I trade with, and we do not recommend brokers, so we don't want to give the wrong impressions. All right. Yeah, so I can't launch the program to you right now. Okay, but of course later I will be doing, hi Patrick, long time no see. I will be doing a screenshot of the bad pattern that the system has caught. All right, if you love to trade bands, support resistance, the system have as well, just to let you know. All right, so hurry up to go and subscribe to our Trade Ideas. The powerful part of our Trade Ideas is not just giving you the system or to enable you to have this fantastic software. You will start to see when I will start to extend targets. And when I extend targets, I will actually be nice to bracket and say, hey, I am not following the rules, okay, and I am doing target extension, okay, and this is where the true value and the real value come in. You see, target extension. All right, so these are a couple of things that I do using the art on the science, okay, together. All right. So let me know if you love today's flow. Today is more chatty in a way that I interact more than usual, than like rushing through the 12 charts. And let me know if you are interested. On the daily chart, you can see New Zealand yen, bearish movement went to consolidation. Down to the 4-hour chart. On the 4-hour chart, you can see series of creating lower high and start to have a bit of higher low. Okay, which tell you what? Consolidation. So consolidation, there's only two things can happen. First, it can give you breeds what? Breeds harmonic pattern, not mosquito, yeah. Okay, so consolidation breeds harmonic pattern, or it can form as a breakout trades potential. All right, so back to the daily chart. This is my sell zone. To the 4-hour chart, a different sell zone over here. Is it same or different? Let me just double check. Different sell zone over here. Okay, I'm waiting for a selling opportunity at this area. All right. To the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, you see this is exactly what I'm looking at. It may really be very, very exciting for you, to guess the direction. All right. Having this bullish candle, market go into consolidation, but take note the consolidation doesn't happen right away. It took some time before it started to bounce into consolidation, sideways pennant. All right, so you might guess that the trade will go up higher into the sell zone and short down. My term is known as a Hollywood trading, and Harry really loved this term a lot. At least at that point, I feel that he loved this way of describing it. All right, so for me, I'm not sure where the market will go. There's no certainty at all. It can swing either way. Not forgetting that, yes, this is a sell zone I'm looking at, but hey, do you see that it has already touched the sell zone? It's just that it's not in the perfect manner that I can engage a trade, but it has already touched into the sell zone and it could fulfill its movement towards the selling opportunity. So I waited. Trading is spending time analyzing and waiting. So when you start to see the candles start to move tick by tick, okay, this is a time that traders will say, hey, maybe I buy, maybe I sell. Guess what happened? It's a flip of coin. Until it breaks this support trend line, you are never 100% sure that the market will head down. Even though it breaks downwards, it is not 100% that it will continue that direction, but it's a greater chance. Right now, what do I have? I have additional information. Where is the recent low price I should be focusing on? All right. So by having this, I can develop a trade plan for a selling opportunity. Right now, offhand, I can think of a retest of the higher price. It could be a resistance. Can you see? It was a resistance here. Plot the line over. Done. So this is a line. I'm waiting for a selling opportunity. Okay. Right click, add alert on horizontal line. And because I'm looking at so many charts, better indicates what I'm looking at. 10 trading strategies, guys, no joke. All right. So H1 chart, resistance. Okay. So that's it. All right. Or I can wait for a trend line retest. So there are two ways. Because this trend line is still not broken, I can still use it until it was broken for one time. Then it is invalid. If it broken for one time, what can I use for? Buying opportunity. So over here, it has broken one time. It has shown me selling opportunity. There's actually no need for this line anymore. Delete it. So over here, I'm just waiting for it to retest either the red line or the trend line at this price. New Zealand yen, H1, trend line, short. In fact, both Boon Hui and I, we have this liking for trend lines, yeah. But it's just that both of us are very, very particular. Okay. So I don't just do the short on trend lines. It have to make some sense. Like over here, it does give me a signal, so it's a potential selling opportunity for me. It's just that at the time, the market did not give a very clear sign, okay, for me to engage a trade. After confirmation candle, the market went too far off. All right, so that's that. Okay, so I hope this sparks some thoughts in you as well. Okay, so let us go into the next pair. So if you have questions, please punch them in, and if not, after I'm done with Pound Aussie, I'll close today's session. Alright, so New Zealand dollar on the daily chart, you have to punch them in right now because of the time, how long I'm going to spend on the chart. Yeah, I'm going to stop all recording at about 6-ish. Alright, daily chart on the New Zealand dollar, you can see a downwards movement. If you have spotted, yes, this is a shark, bullish shark, S to A to B, B to C, CD completion. But this is a pattern that I never enter. Why? Market sense. All right. You see bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle, bearish candle. Okay. Initial candle, then bearish candle, bearish candle. What does it show? It's all black. It shows that the market is going down. So if I see that the market is going down, why would I want to buy? I don't even care what pattern it is. Pardon me for that. Be shark, bat, the Holy Grail pattern. There is no Holy Grail pattern, by the way. But once I see that the market is telling me it's diving and there's no confirmation of a bullish movement, why would I want to buy? Even I have RSI oversold, so what? It just show that the market is oversold. It doesn't tell you that oversold area you should buy. That is a strategy. What does the indicator tell you? It's oversold, massive selling. All right. So I hope this helps. To the 4-hour chart. Okay, so on the 4-hour chart, bearish candle, retest of support to the 1 hour. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. I remember this is very, very interesting. You see, the shark pattern is here. So theoretically, this shark is still live because this is the PEZ zone. Okay, as long as it never break and close below 63.73, it is still valid. It's really up to you. You can say RSI divergence for what I care. I'm not going to do anything. It's all black. All right, only how many white candles? Come on. All right, so not interested. Sorry, guys. Boon Hui, is this for you? Will you be trading this shark? Okay, 24-hour chart. You see, I got thousands and one reason to convince you not to do so. But it's your choice, yeah. This is sell zone. Market came up, close to it, came down. So no longer important. Delete it. You see, this is a descending triangle. Market break downwards. Have you seen this? So yes, you can say look left, there's support. Yeah, I know. So I'm not selling. All right. But I can develop a potential selling opportunity. You see, this was the descending triangle, remember? On the 4-hour chart here. Okay. So I love trading view. So what I can do over here is to hide it. Okay. Done. Okay. So 1 hour chart, I've already developed a potential short pattern. Market is not in the oversold area, right? So for the 1 hour chart, so I can wait for a selling opportunity way higher at 64.51 for a selling opportunity. To the next pair, Australian dollar on the daily chart, similar pattern. So there are always spark this competition between traders, professional traders, trainers, and my students. They often ask, hey, New Zealand dollar and Australian dollar look like the same. Will you trade one and not the other? My answer to that, after trading for 10 over years, my experience, no. If the pattern does form up and it is based on my trading rules, I'll engage in regardlessly, because sometimes you can have the same setup, but one reaches the target, the other one didn't reach the target. So you have one that is profitable, the other one maybe break even or even make losses, correct? So you can have very, very similar, and it does have a reason why Australia is not New Zealand. You know, it's still a different currency. They face different challenges, all right? So nope, my answer to that is not. If that bother you, just remove that currency, remove, do choose one, all right? For me, I will still do it, all right? So on, I picked this 12 currency pair because it's my best 12 that enable me to go two ways, the structure trading as well as harmonic pattern. Euro pound is not in my list because Euro pound and Australia, New Zealand is very suitable for harmonic pattern. I know that, but I'm not trading that because I still love the extension of targets. So by having that, it pretty much limit me the possibility of extending the target. At least that's the thoughts I have right now. That's the reason I don't trade that. But of course, Boon Hui happily trading Euro pound, and I believe Eugene does that as well. It's fine. So I have fixed pair. Some of you have fixed strategy. So some of you may be just trading that pattern, but with all the charts. All right. So Australian dollar on the daily chart, bearish went to consolidation. Consolidation, it can work both ways, either it reverse or it extend downward. So you need more clues to which side the market goes. All right. 4-hour chart, consolidation as you can see, to the 1-hour sideways movement. All right, back to the daily chart, and let us just go and measure the sideways movement, the low to the high. It's 31 pips. Not really very good for me, but to some of you it's fantastic, right? So you can just trade it. The daily chart, very simple, just a resistance line at 68.15, waiting for a selling opportunity. That's it. To the 4-hour chart, nothing much. To the 1-hour, there is patterns. So 1-hour chart first, we have this bullish back pattern that has already been invalid by me because I timed the market, and we left with this. All right, so the buy zone is invalid as well. We move it. So we have a deep gully formation. Trade at X is my favorite setup because fantastic reward is the risk ratio, and I do have pretty much good result by trading the deep gully this manner. So both of us teach us harmonic pattern, Boon Hui and myself. So Boon Hui don't trade at X, I do. Both of us respect each other's decision because we are professional traders. We know what we are doing and we tested our strategies and outcome. So it's really for you to choose. All right, are you going to trade with this? Of course, having trading at X is the highest risk of the setup of harmonic pattern because just by a bit the entire pattern is off. And you can pretty much guess what will happen. In most cases, you hit losses, but it does give me a fantastic and crazy reward as to risk I can deal with that. But of course, with that said, I will not, for most cases, I will look left to see whether there's resistance. In this case, there's resistance and there are consolidation area. Have you spotted this sell zone over here? This is the sell zone area. All right, so it pretty much sit in within the sell zone and it's one of the perfect price for me to do counter trend trade. Remember this line? It's the same line we are looking at. All right, so across many time frame, it's still the same line that I'm looking as a resistance line. All right, so it does help me in a way to be more bold in engaging a short trade over here. Of course, I'll be waiting and see what candle form ups at this area. If it bears through, close above, definitely not enter. So I need a confirmation. I'm not setting a pending order for this. Got it? Downgraded to red. Oh, I do color code it. Funny to come from a person who is colorblind. The first color, I think is red. Okay, is just there's a trade ideas. If I choose green, which I believe is green, okay, there are multiple strategies involved. If I choose if I choose this color that look purplish, that means I'm in the trade. Okay, so these are some of the color code I use to let me know what I'm preparing for. Imagine you have charts to prepare, you have analysis to prepare, you have so many videos to prepare. Last week I prepared like 13 videos, crazy. All right, got 3 in Mandarin, 3 in English. For euro, dollar, pound, dollar, and dollar yen, 7 trade ideas over here. Trade ideas educator. So if you don't watch it, it's actually quite a pity if you ask me. All right, so a lot of those strategies has already developed. Australian dollar, okay, that's it. Good, still with me? Type yes if you are. To the daily chart of Aussie Cat, Australia Cat. I love to call it Aussie Cat. Okay, bearish movement. Market retrace. There's this upwards movement. Have you spotted it? Resistance area. So to some, it may look like a trend continuation breaking to the downside. To me, it's more like a extension towards the upwards. All right, the breakout trades. To the 4-hour chart, clearer, lower high, resistance area, waiting for breakout. 1-hour chart, that's it. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. Sell zone. This is the bad pattern I'm looking at. Have you not spotted this? This is spotted by myself, yeah. So yes, not all pattern is done by the system because I do my own analysis. So once you have the system, you have to be very, very strict and be very true to yourself in a way that I would really highly, highly recommend that you do your own analysis first before checking on the software. All right. Because at times the software will not capture some of the analysis you did, and likewise the other way. So far for the past 1 year, we have been testing this software. It managed to capture about 7 to 80% of the entire analysis, which is not that bad. And truth about it, there are every week maybe about 2 to 3 that I might have missed it. The software caught it and it got my attention. All right. However, I do my independent analysis, and you should be doing that as well. Okay, so that pattern at 92.05 for a selling opportunity down to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, there is this bearish shark. I'm already in. So right now is within the entry price. Is a retest of the PRZ selling opportunity. Okay, so it's still valid. If you want, you can enter. If you ask me, this Aussie cat trade is more like a 15-minute shot. All right. Yeah, actually, during the student session, I say harmonic pattern, there are 8 rules, correct? There's 8 basic rules. Extension to 13, actually there's 14. The 14th rule, PM me, I'll tell you. So based on the 14th rule, 15-minute chart is valid, 1 hour chart is not valid. Okay, so I do use that. Okay, it just is in the subconscious manner. Yeah. Oh shit. Yes, sorry about that. Accidentally muted. Okay, so on the 15-minute chart, there is this shark pattern, and on this shark pattern, it is something that is more valid for the 15-minute chart. For the student meetup session, we did share about harmonic pattern. There are 8 rules, and to extend it, you got additional about 5 more rules that we bring up to 13 rules. The truth is actually there is a 14 rule. So if you want to know what is the 14 rules, I PM me, I'll tell you. The 1 hour chart, because of the 14 rule, the 1 hour chart is not valid for the shark pattern, but it's more valid for the 15-minute chart. Okay, so it took a bit long. This is my first target. All right, waiting for buying opportunity. It got just retest. I just patiently waiting. That's it. I'm in the trade, so I'm just waiting. So what traders can do if you are very worried of hitting losses, what you can do is you can put your stops. For me, I will do that. There are 2 ways you can do it. You put your stop at 9046 and you add a buffer. You add a buffer. Be it you use a fix or use ATR kind of buffer. Okay, and that's your new stop. So you decrease your risk. The other method is these are the PRZ zone. Then you choose here. My point is I feel I will choose the highest price. Okay, got it. So later I'm going to make target adjustment in terms of stops adjustment to my subscriber. You see all are posted. Shark pattern, Aussie cat. See, 35 pips stop loss, target 149 pips, target 294 pips. Good. All right. To the next pair. Dollar cap. So after this pair, if you never put in any questions, then I'll take it as no questions. I'll run through the bottom 3 pairs and we'll call it a day. All right, so dollar cat on the daily chart, market came down, retrace, break new low. This is a sell zone. Can you see? Very, very nice sell zone. Market right now is in the sell zone. Down to the 4 hour chart. So when the daily chart show me a sell zone, my focus is what? I put my 100% undivided focus on selling opportunity. To the 4-hour chart, market came up, all right, resisted, potential breakup to the upside, down to the 1-hour chart. Back to the daily chart, I'll share with you my analysis. On the daily chart, this is the sell zone. Down to the 4-hour, saw this. On the 4-hour, you ignore the bet first. Okay, just ignore the bet for now. I know you are distracted. Okay, so there is this resistance and support. So there are a couple of ways you can trade it. I know I asked you to focus on the selling opportunity. Right now, this is a selling opportunity, isn't it? Resistance line. First target profits 32.63. Final target profit somewhere here 32, 1.3200. Okay. I will not hit all the way to the lowest. That's just me. I trade on the structure. Alright. I will enter the trade, or I rather exit the trade slightly earlier. Enter the trade slightly later. Why slightly later? I need confirmation of candle. Why slightly earlier? I don't want to really rush for the last trade. If the market just tap on it without touching my take profit by 1 pip or 0.1 pip, I'll really go crazy. Alright, so let us bring back the bet pattern. So should the market break to the upside, I got another level waiting for it, 33.81 for a selling opportunity. So in fact, right now I'm already waiting for a selling opportunity. It can go back up to form a double top. Be happy to trade. To some traders, this has already been double top, but this is not my double top rules. It's just a retest of resistance. All right, I'm very strict on these classic patterns because I feel many of times it's being abused. All right, that's the word. All right, down to the 1-hour chart. Back to the 4-hour chart first. Let me just hide this bet. Okay, so down to the 1-hour chart. 1-hour chart, the focus I have right now is over here, it could really form a sharp pattern already. All right, check your sets. S to A to B, B to C, CD completion. All right. Apart from that, really nothing much for me unless a retest of the high price. Okay. Yep. All right. So this is a sharp pattern since it's valid. So this is one good thing when you practice every day. Your eyes are very tuned to the chart recognition, so you are able to spot the pattern even without drawing it out, and it is of a great help. Okay. All good. Questions? Yes. Interestingly, I pretty much believe the drop of connection for today is very much to do with Facebook. Because today I'm at a different location and the internet connection here is way faster. All right, so I don't really think that is a connection issues on my end. Yep. So dollar CAD done. To the next pair, CAD yen. CAD yen on the daily chart, you can see that it does have a break and close below the low price. Okay. Then went a bit like consolidation down to the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, high to low. All right. Market movement, go into consolidation. So yes, you can develop very simple trading strategies. Sell over here, buy over here. Done. All right. Support resistance trade. To the 1-hour, may form a harmonic pattern. Too early to tell, so I'm not plotting it. All right. It looks like a bad pattern. Back to the daily chart. While I share with you my analysis on the daily chart, there is a Gartley pattern. It's still live here. So the Gartley pattern will form at 78.27. So when I tell you I'm looking at Gartley, you may thought that I'm crazy. But I always plot it out first and to see how the trade develop. Alright, on the 4-hour chart, it will trace back into there. Sell zone. Alright. And this is the resistance. This is the support. Alright, so you can do band trading, support resistance trading. Alright, down to the 1-hour chart. I think this is the this is the daily chart. Got it. Alright, so on the 1-hour chart over here, waiting for a selling opportunity. Okay. X to A to B, then this will be like crab pattern. Alright, extend further upwards. Or if you don't do that, then wait for a retest of the resistance. Okay, to the next pair. Last pair, Pound Australia on the daily chart. Market came down, retest the support, retest the resistance. To the 4-hour, market came down. Have this movement, and this is kind of formation that maybe Boon Hui is looking for a selling opportunity. Market came down, trace, short. Alright, to the 1-hour chart, nice. Eugene, do you spotted the gully or I spotted the gully? I can't remember. Or both of us spotted. Pound Aussie on the 1-hour chart, market came down, break the support, went back up, retest the resistance. Back to the daily chart, and let me share with you my analysis. My analysis, as you can see, is very straightforward. Nothing on the daily, down to the 4-hour. 4-hour is a bit messy right now because it's more for the 1-hour. You see this ascending triangle, which I actually shared in Up Social already. How is it? You see, just nice. Title is here. All right. So the market has already break up to the upside. I waited for this retest. All right, and I plotted this support area. Okay. In fact, I enter based on the 1-hour chart. So down to the 1-hour chart, does it look very familiar? Pound Aussie, Pound Yen. All right. So market came down. Initial candle, covers over here. Okay. Once I saw this candle is closed, what did I do? Okay. I did not enter the trade right away because after you trade for some time and make sure you are trading for some time before you make this kind of decision, I can read candle movement by the tick. Okay, so meaning to say that by looking at the candle movement, I know whether is it likely to go a bit deeper before I enter. So by doing that, I saw the market came down somewhere at this price. So I engaged at my trade somewhere at 1.7830. I entered the trade, better price, believe it will rebound. Place a stop with a buffer. Buffer is somewhere over here. And how will you reach for your targets? How will you plan to reach your targets? Okay, let's say you're here. Where's your target planning? Previous high. Makes sense? So this is the area that I'm looking for a profits, take profit area. So by having this, having my buffer in, okay, so my entry price is somewhere 7830. Stop loss is I create about 20 over pips buffer low price of the low price. So it's close to, where is this price? Just click off first. I think it's about 1.78. Alright, so let's say this is the entry price. Okay, so the stop loss is somewhere here. Okay, so my take profit level, not too bad, 121 pips. Alright, because I always look at the recent high as an indication where to I look for the take profit. Thank you, Harry. So nice of you. Alright, so great. Yeah. So when I enter the trade, yes, that's before the seminar, the workshop. The market did have this bearish movement, but I tell myself a trade is a trade. If it hit the stops, let it be. The market did went up, touched the take profit level. All right. So this is pretty much you can use for support resistance. And of course, by having the information, you can put it down to say, hey, right now I'm looking for the support over here, okay, for another buying opportunity. Of course, don't just buy blindly, wait for a entry confirmation. All right. So really one good thing about trading is that you can set aside some money once you know your returns. You can actually do a backwards calculation and find out how much money you're actually earning. And from there, you can actually figure out what is the amount you can set aside. So there's no need for you to be like week 1 you have to pay this bill, week 3 you have to pay that bill, week 4 you have to pay another bill, you know. So end of the day it's not helping the growth. That's why money is not growing, isn't it? So once you have these trading results that you can start off with even a demo account. Some of you might want to start off with a live account because if you are not using money, then you find that it's not real. So some of you might be, hey, I want to go live. Okay, then it's okay. You can start off like as little as $500 or $1,000. Give it a try. See your results. After you see your results, then you know how much you set aside to let this money to pay off at least your bills. Okay, so you can really start to look into growing your money, you see. All right, so that's all I have for you today. If you are looking at joining us for the workshop in September. September, we are very packed. We are invited by FX Pro to be in Bangkok on 28 and 29 of September. And of course, with that, we have another talk in with ATFX in early September as well. And we have a couple of things. So you can check our event page. I'll be posting the registration link later. The only workshop that we have in Singapore done by Forex 100 is on 5th of September. It's a Thursday. So don't miss that. Really don't miss that, because if you miss that, I don't know when's the next session. September, I might be invited to go Korea as well by a trade fair to be there, to be the speaker as well. All right. So that's all I have for you today. September, very, very busy month for me and my team. We are running a lot of courses for traders who are looking for SWMP. You want to learn harmonic pattern trading live. This is your chance because we don't run on a regular basis. Okay, so I put out all the links. I'll update it. Okay, and till then, remember always plan your trade and trade your plan. And I will see you very soon on the next video. See you.